as we've gotten older, right, we pick up different things that we enjoy doing. Do you ever think about the stuff that you enjoyed as a kid, things that were exciting to you
Hmm.
that you looked forward to doing,
Hmm.
and compare that to what you do now?
Well, I don't know if this is what you're getting at, but as a kid, there were some things that I totally enjoyed doing, and as a young adult,
Mm-hmm.
older kid, I never got to do that. But when I became an adult, I'm like, hell yeah, I'm doing that. I'm watching movies outside. I'm
Mm.
taking the couch. I don't care. I'm taking
Mm.
it outside. It's all about having the moment.
Yeah.
And I mean, before we got the projector, I would carry a TV out, set it up, carry the couch out, on our
Mm-hmm.
patio. I don't care. I want to have a moment because when I was a kid, we would go sit on bales of hay and up against the barn. Well, I'm old. We had the reels,
Mm-hmm.
projector, and we'd
Yeah.
watch a movie, and it was amazing to me. Maybe it's because technology, you know, there wasn't very little of it back then,
Mm-hmm.
so it was more exciting. Here, it's probably less exciting because people have the universe on a little tablet right
Right.
here, so
Right.
it might take
I
the
still think it's
coolness.
fun though. Like you leave the little device around, you leave it inside, and you go outside and you do something that's different.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is
I mean, but
awesome.
that's just as an example that I don't
What about
care.
like well, I mean, I think about when you were a kid, and like when I first kind of got to know you, you were riding your bike to school, like
Mm,
miles,
that's right.
right?
Yep.
That kind of physical stuff, we wouldn't even think about exerting that much energy, right?
Now,
Yeah, now.
my wife asked me to walk down in the mailbox. I'm like, oh, think you can wait till tomorrow? Can you do it when you're driving
When
all
you're
the way out?
driving, yeah.
To be fair, it's like 300 feet that way. But so,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah,
it's more
right.
than just like, a car length away.
Yeah.
But still, regardless, that's not a bad excuse. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, as an example, I happen to live right next to where I grew up. And when you guys lived in Sandy, up
Mm-hmm.
on top of the hill, from Mining Park,
Yeah, right.
I had, and I get it. It might be annoying because every day I'd like, hey, mom, can I go to my friend's house? And she sometimes didn't want to take me. So there was a couple times she's like, no, if you want to go there, you have to ride your bike there. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
done.
Yeah.
And I would take off. And it's miles and miles, and
Mm-hmm.
and so that's where I got my freedom really because I didn't have to be at home and
Mm-hmm.
I rode everywhere. But yeah, it was miles.
Yeah, I used to love to go like hiking and doing stuff outside. It didn't matter if I was going to be exerting a lot of energy. To go and do that was really an exciting thing for
Yeah.
me. Now it's like I want to be comfortable all the time. My wife likes to go walking in the neighborhood, and she invites me to go with her. And I know as a good husband would say, "Oh yeah, sure, let's go."
Yeah.
I just don't enjoy going for walks anymore. And keep in mind, I'm working out and trying to get into shape, but going for walks and getting outside if it's a little cold, I don't want to go out there.
Getting old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I want to be comfortable all the time. I hate the winter now. I used to
Yeah.
love the winter, to get out and even, running around in the rain and going camping. Weather did not deter me from anything like that.
Yeah.
Now, hell no, I want to stay home. Maybe I'll sit in the hot tub,
Yeah, there you go.
or, curl up and watch a movie or something. But to me, it's a kind of like being comfortable. And I think that's a really bad mental place for me to be because I know that I'll end up putting
That's the
on the
sign of
weight.
you're getting old and
Yeah.
falling into your.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this to leave them out of your genetic tract. You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
fall into
Right.
that little.
Yeah. Well, my dad was over for Christmas, and he kind of giving me a hard time about the stairs that we have. Our old house didn't have stairs. We have stairs at the new house,
Did.
and they're relatively. It's kind of a long stairway. Our downstairs, I think our ceilings are 10 feet or something. They're pretty tall, and so the stairs to
It's still
get to
one
this.
flight of stairs, though.
It is one. Yeah, and
I
my
appreciate that you're trying to say, it could be tasking,
well, he's
but
teasing me because it's like, well, you're not going to want to have stairs when you get older, and I'm like, well, think about it, Dad. Maybe that's the reason you stay younger, right? Every day you got to go up the stairs or down the stairs to get, to your room or whatever. Go down to get your ice cream and cereal midnight snack. At least you burn a few of those calories on the way back of
yeah.
bed.
And worst case scenario, it's actually quite reasonable to get one of those lifts that take you up the stairs.
Oh, right. Right.
They're not that bad these days.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But to me, the idea is I do want to be more comfortable. I don't want to go out and do things that are really terribly uncomfortable. I went to the beach. I think it was like a November. I went to the Oregon coast and did a little camping, RV camping, with my Uncle Mark, and he actually was really excited about going down to the beach and throwing the football and the frisbee around. And so we went out there and dusted off some of the cobwebs, and it wasn't warm. I mean, it was probably upper 40s, I think. And then wind was moving, and but we still had a blast. That's the kind of stuff we used to do when we were younger.
Right.
And it was interesting that he wanted me to go out there and throw the football around.
That's awesome, because for me, there was a time where like, hey, let's toss the ball around. Guess what? We just get up and run out.
Yeah.
Now it's like, right now, we're going to eat in like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, sure, yeah.